Lights, camera, action!
Welcome back to PTV at PHS. Today is Friday, February 14th, 2020. I am Gavin Reese.
And I'm Brady Pittman. Thank you for joining us.
Topping our news today, you might have heard about Jason Reese, a Lincoln 7th grade student who was diagnosed last month with a brain tumor that cannot be operated on. His family is fighting to save Jason's life and traveling throughout the country, meeting with specialists that can hopefully save his life. Plymouth High School is hosting a 5K next month called the St. Patty's Day 5K Dash to benefit Jason Reese and his family. The dash will take place on Saturday, March 14th. Registration will happen at noon at Plymouth High School. The start of the dash will kick off at 1 p.m. and you do not have to run the 5K. You can walk, jog, or go at your own pace. Entry for adults, which includes a t-shirt, is $20. A student entry is $15, which includes a t-shirt. All proceeds raised will go directly to the Reese family to counteract escalating medical expenses.
Seniors, the PTVatPHS deadline is April 15th, and PHS will be a site for the February 23rd Huge College Goal Sunday across the Hoosier State, where financial aid experts will be present to assist you and your parents with filling out PTVatPHS papers. Plan on attending next Sunday if you need some help.
Looking back to last Friday, we dropped off the PTV Trivia Prize to the winner, Miss Sarah McKenzie. Our crew showed up with tons of hacienda chips and salsa for all during her advisory class. PTV's Tyler Ritchie was behind the camera capturing the video for us of the infamous hacienda chips and salsa.
Speaking of our PTV trivia question, last week we asked you guys how many Valentine's Day cards are sent every year. The answer is 1 billion. This week's lucky winner is student Dawson Stetler. Congratulations, Dawson. You just won your whole classroom a hacienda chips and salsa prize today. Our crew is on the way to Miss Reinhold's room now. Today is Valentine's Day, and if you are in a relationship and didn't realize this, you might soon find yourself single.
So in honor of the big day, PTV reporter Denise Gill hit the halls to ask some of you about your Valentine's Day knowledge. Let's see what she pulled together for us.
B. C.
I'm going to say C. I'm going to go with C.
Incorrect.
Rat.
Incorrect.
Now it is time to kick it over to our sports crew, Tyler Ritchie and Caleb Deacon.
Welcome to another weekly edition of PTV Sports. I'm Tyler Ritchie.
And I'm Caleb Deacon.
You know the drill. Let's head right into our PTV Sports Rundown. Tonight at 6:15, the JV boys basketball team tips off at Warsaw. The varsity game will immediately follow. Then two sporting events are on tap for 9 a.m. One, the wrestling team will be at East Chicago Central for semi-state. We will have more on that coming up. And the boys basketball team will be at Northridge for an NLC tournament. At 10 a.m., the gymnastics team will be at Logansport for the Logansport Invite. And at 11 a.m., the girls basketball team will be at LaPorte for regionals.
Plymouth wrestled at Penn Regionals last Saturday. They had 8 wrestlers qualify for semi-state. Max Howard placed 4th in his weight class. Dominic Smith placed 3rd in his weight class. Jordan Howard placed 3rd in his weight class as well. Our own Tyler Ritchie placed 3rd in his weight class. Also, our own Brady Pittman placed 3rd in his weight class. Graham Calhoun placed 1st in his weight class, continuing his undefeated season. Diego Garcia placed 4th in his weight class. Andrew Himes placed 2nd in his weight class. Good luck, guys, tomorrow in East Chicago.
The NFL season may be over, but don't you dare shed a tear, because after nearly 20 years, the XFL League is back and on track, and here to fill the void. In 2001, XFL gained publicity as an alternate football league from the NFL. After one season, it ceased.
I did not watch the XFL back in 2001, but I certainly watch it now. My nephew plays in the XFL, so he is a center for the Seattle Dragons, and just went out to Washington, D.C. and watched him play, drove 10 hours out there, 10 hours back, watched him play against the in Washington, but it's exciting. It's what the heck, man, it's more football, so I can enjoy watching the greatest sport there is a few more months.
The XFL is now back in operation, and its first week was thrusted into the national spotlight. The rules are a little different than the NFL. For instance, if an XFL player scores a touchdown, there is no kicked extra point. Instead, teams have the option of running a play that may grant them 1, 2, or 3 extra points. And when an XFL player makes a catch, only 1 foot has to touch the ground in bounds. If overtime is warranted, each team's offense is given 5 attempts to complete a 2-point conversion from the 5-yard line. The team with the most points at the end is the winner. The teams in the league are the St. Louis Battlehawks, Houston Roughnecks, Seattle Dragons, DC Defenders, Dallas Renegades, New York Guardians, Tampa Bay Vipers, and Los Angeles Wildcats. Football fans we caught up with had a mixed reaction to whether the XFL was a touchdown for them.
I watched a couple games of the FXL, not a whole lot of it, but it was pretty entertaining. Nice to see a little football in the off season, and it's a good opportunity for those who couldn't make it to the NFL to play some football after college.
Thanks, Tyler. Real quick, we want to commend the girls' swim team for giving their all this year as they wrapped up their season last weekend. Coach Leanne Center retired from being the PHS swim coach this week as well. So hats off to the Lady Pilgrims with finishing the season strong with regaining their home pool.
That wraps up this week's PTV Sports Show. I'm Tyler Ritchie.
And I'm Caleb Deacon. Good luck to our wrestlers tomorrow.
Thanks, guys. Well, last Friday, you might have smelled some really good food permeating the halls in between your afternoon classes.
Yeah, no kidding. I know I did. And that's why we sent PTV's Reina Era in search of where the aroma was coming from.
The scent to the culinary classroom, and behind this door is a huge celebration to ring in the Chinese New Year.
My students can cut the pepper, or show your students how to cut the pepper.
On the menu for this year's celebration was sweet sour chicken during the 5th period, dumplings during the 6th period, and chicken fried rice during the 7th period and the 8th period. Students gathered all ingredients, stuffed the dumplings with chicken, beef, and pork, and worked them into a crescent moon shape, and then steamed the dumplings. China celebrates the New Year on January 25th, and the celebration continues for 15 days. Each New Year is marked by one of 12 specific animals, which cycles in a specific order. The year of 2020 is the year of the rat. Culinary teacher Susan Cookie and Chinese teacher Mei Guan admit that the 2-hour delay did make the cooking lesson a bit more rushy than usual, but they both agree that the collaborative lesson was still a great success. There was so much extra food that the culinary program used the ingredients to make the same 3 dishes, and the staff could place their order. The money that they raised will be used to make the program better. I'm Reynera with PTV News.
Thanks, Reina. Speaking of food, on the menu is a pepperoni calzone, green beans, mixed veggies, and an assortment of fruit, along with a frosted cookie.
Now for what everyone has been waiting for, this week's trivia question. This coming Monday is President's Day, and we are off by the way in case you didn't know. But back to our question, President's Day was established in honor of what president's birthday? If you know the answer, email us your answer at phsmarketing.plymouth.k12.in.us. Again, the question is, President's Day was established in honor of what president's birthday?
Next week, due to us being off Monday, you won't see us back on air until Friday, February 28th.
But you can always stay connected by listening to our daily podcast and following us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
I'm PTV's Gavin Reese.
And I'm PTV's Brady Pittman. Have a great day and weekend, PHS.